Well, hello everybody, and I give you a warm welcome, a formal warm welcome to F1 2017 Career Mode. Here we are, boys, the first episode, Race 1 Australia. We're literally just jumping straight into it, giving absolutely no thought into this whatsoever. We're just coming on as our final quali lap, as somehow we managed to get this shit McLaren Honda into Q3, and we end up qualifying, I believe it was P8 or something in the end. Now I am P6 there, but obviously I dropped down as I am in a McLaren Honda. Now as well, I'm gonna tell you something. I did slightly underestimate my my AI level in this race. So because again, I was only playing this game for a short time, and I wasn't used to it. Again with F1 2021 and whatnot, so my driving might be a bit sloppy and shite. And I also, yeah. But we're just gonna get into that now. So here we go.
It's out with the old and in with the new here at Albert Park as we usher in what we hope will be a triumphant new era of Formula One racing. For our drivers, though, it's very much business as usual, as they look to be first across that line and get their championship off to a winning start. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Today's race, of course, not simply the start of a new season, but the start of a new kind of Formula One. Anthony Davidson, great to have you with us once again. This is a big moment for the sport. Big changes to the technical regulations. The potential, perhaps, to give us the biggest shake-up since 2014. Very different cars visually, and, fingers crossed, much faster as well.
Good thing then that combined these teams put in just a shade over 13,000 kilometers on the clock during testing. The cornering speed of these new machines is absolutely unbelievable. How many lap records are still held by Michael Schumacher from 2004? Well, on the right day, on the right tyres, we might just be threatening them this year. Wider tyres, wider cars, more downforce. I have to say they look great, and the qualifying spectacle is undebatable. Now the big question remains, can they follow? Can they race? Or have these new rules gone too far?
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Perez, Hülkenberg, Grosjean, a McLaren, and Felipe Massa, Sainz, Alonso, Kimi Raikkonen,
A
and
little
Ocon,
interruption, but
Fiat,
this just feels so
Magnussen,
weird seeing
Jolyon
all of this
Palmer,
grid.
and Lance Stroll, Wehrlein, and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
And here we are. Here we are. Finally on the grid to get this race underway. As I said previously, my driving might be a little bit, all over the place. Again, new handling model. Well, not new handling model, but different handling model. And I, again, slightly misjudged my hour level, which I will change, obviously. But yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. So if I am a little quicker, I apologize. Oh no, I was peeing on. Anyway, here we go. On the grid. 5 red lights. And away we go. It's not a great start originally off the line, but we do get a little bit better start than Grosjean. But obviously not enough straight line speed. But we do go around the outside of 2 cars there, going a bit wide off track. We lose that position back again as we try to take it from Perez. But we do gain a position there from Grosjean at the start. So this is some nice go. We go down the inside of 2 cars. We can make the move just quite on Hülkenberg. We can get Perez. Can we hold it around the outside here? A little bit of contact, but not much, as we do manage to hold our line and get Perez there. And that is an excellent start to a Grand Prix, especially our first one in a as I described, a very shitty McLaren Honda. And let's hope we can do something in this. We can work miracles. Don't worry, they don't know this yet, but McLaren will get a lot better. And you know, hopes for 2022 as well. Obviously, I am filming this ages before the race. So I don't know the results yet, but you know, it should be good. Should be good. Well, Jeddah, that is. It was not ages, but yeah. Yeah, we hope for something good. There's a car going slowly actually there. That is, who was that? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't actually get to see. But that is the first retirement of the race, and it's only been 2 laps. Was that one of the Red Bulls? I'm not even sure. But that's already come out of nowhere. That's a safety car because of it. A safety car has been deployed. And it might have saved our necks from Grosjean, because Perez was disappearing obviously in a much faster Force India. Not by a whole lot, but it's there, you know, it causes the damage for us where it's crucial. Anyway, we're just going to skip right to the end of the safety car as we get a very poor restart, as we were not on the ball on the restart. We actually almost kind of lose it there as well at the back end, but we resume racing on lap 5. But not that it's going to matter much. A lot of people actually, a few drivers pit, I believe. So obviously we're not, we've gained a few positions. Grosjean gained a lot, but for some reason decided not to go for a move. Interesting. Anyway, it doesn't matter about our restart. They were going to disappear either way. So if anything, it's just helping us out of the dirty air that they would give us ahead. Especially, we're going to need a clear path ahead of us, because we're going to have a definite big battle with... There's that Vettel! Vettel's been spun around us. I was just about to say, Vettel's been spun around us. We actually get a run at Ricciardo, at both Ricciardo and Verstappen. Because of that, we go up the inside of both of them. And we've got ourselves into P2. How have we done that? And it's only lap 5. I don't know what has happened to Sebastian Vettel. But disaster strikes for the German, as we've almost completely lost the back end, just talking about him as well, losing the back end. And we lose out to Verstappen and possibly Ricciardo. We made a bit of contact with Ricciardo, but we do manage to stay ahead of Ricciardo there by the end. And I don't know what happened to us, as we've got another loss of the back end, and Ricciardo's got to run at us here. Can he do good at his home Grand Prix is the question. Then again, in the Red Bull, Ricciardo, it's weird seeing that in 2017 as we're still alongside of each other. As he made contact, Ricciardo loses the back end. He's crashed into Massa. Massa's gone. Ricciardo's gone. And I don't know what just happened, because I believe to myself to have left a lot of room there, plenty enough room for him to go. They made contact, and they both, I'm assuming they both had got damage, and that is not good news for either driver. I could swear to you, I left every bit of room I could there, especially going side by side through that, like 7th, 6th gear chicane. Well, at least nowadays. Well, it's very fast, just put it that way. It's incredibly fast. It's a chicane that, you know, you have to get it exactly right for it to be rewarding. Otherwise, you're going to lose a hell of a lot of time. But anyway, with that said, obviously you just seen us come out of the pits. We come out in P14 onto the soft tires. So we're going to go ultra soft, ultra soft, I believe. So it's a 3-stop strategy, as Grosjean tries to do the same as Ricciardo there, and he's on a much faster tires, so I feel like he won't have much of an issue. Anyway, we skip again now to lap 14, where we caught up to Pascal Wehrlein, who is on the soft tire. Oh my god, this feels so weird saying, you know, super soft tires and ultra soft. Oh, actually, sorry, I meant ultra soft to super soft to ultra soft to super soft, not soft, because you know, the tires and stuff all nowadays, you know, there's only 3, which is a lot easier and it's a lot better. Well, 3 slick tires at least. It's a bit confusing when you go back to the older games, but we move on. Anyway, yeah, Wehrlein is on the soft tires, we are on the super softs, and we've got Grosjean behind on those purple ultra softs. Man, I miss those tires, I'm not gonna lie to you, I do like those ultra softs. They kind of still have them in F2, but they're just super soft now. And then in 2018 it got really ridiculous with hybrid. Anyway, that's beside the point. We couldn't get past Pascal Wehrlein there. I don't know why I decided to change view a few times here, but I think we can get him here. DRS is so horribly ineffective on this game, and I really don't like that. As we do go around the outside of Pascal Wehrlein, obviously having much more grip. And we do manage to get ahead of him, so hopefully Wehrlein can work miracles for us. And we could do well with that. As here we go, we are going to I decided through half this race nothing went well, so again, me changing view, we managed to get ourselves into P2, but I felt like these tires could go the distance, but in all honesty they couldn't go the distance. But I was willing to take that risk because we're in a podium position and I really wanted it. In a McLaren Honda especially, if that opportunity comes up for you, you're gonna take that. And I just thought, you know what, maybe if I stay out on these soft tires, I could just defend with my life. Especially, like as I said, the DRS is so poorly effective on this game that it would actually work so well. As we got completely wide, as we defend from Perez, as we try to keep the inside, but he's now got the inside line alongside us. Here comes Danny Kvyat. We make sure to box him in as we go back around the outside of Perez, defending our position with our life, getting a much better exit than Perez. And again, with the DRS ineffectivity, we might be able to stay ahead of him. Here comes Perez very slowly coming up around the outside. We go very deep trying to defend our position, but Kvyat gives Perez a little bit of a hard time, so that causes him having to back off and defend from Kvyat, which allows us to pull ahead a small little bit, and that's crucial for us, because if they keep battling, it'll work miracles for us. And we skip to lap 26. We are still defending this position for our life. We can risk losing one position, as we only just want to finish on the podium, but we want to finish as high as possible. So like I said, we're going to defend with every bit we can, as we I didn't think I needed to defend from Perez, but we still do. We could try round the we're gonna defend around the outside, and we managed to still hold in the position, but he gets a much better exit. He's also got DRS, and here he goes. He's gonna go for it around the outside again. We're gonna defend our position. We almost lose the back end, but we've defended our position very well, and we still stay in that P2 on lap 27. I would skip to the end of lap 28, where Perez has actually fallen back all of a sudden, and we've managed to pull ahead somehow. I think we possibly might have made contact, he might have got damaged, something like that possibly happened. But the thing is, that's not an issue for us anymore. He ain't got DRS. We just have to make it around this single lap without getting a puncture, and we're getting very close to puncture territory, I tell you that. But we're just going to stick it in lean for this lap, and we're going to make sure that we can try get this P2, which I believe we can, because that, I'm afraid, will be the last overtaking opportunity probably of the rest of this lap for Perez. And Perez isn't even here. He is just completely fallen back. But that doesn't matter. Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix, and somehow as Perez has finally caught up, but he's caught up when it's too late. Somehow, with absolutely shot tires, we managed to hold on to P2 in this race. That's amazing. Get in there, McLaren Honda. Absolutely brilliant. I tell you that. I defended with every part of me, and it worked out. So, yeah, good stuff.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm and reacting to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant, but here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the advantage.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today. And now let's
Well, what a dramatic end to that race that was, that's for sure. I tell you that, that was amazing. We managed to get P2 in a literal McLaren Honda, defending for our lives on absolutely destroyed tyres, making sure we didn't get a puncture in the end, but that was honestly something else. And even just in general, apart from the fact that a McLaren Honda managed to get on the podium, what the hell happened throughout that race is something I would like the answer to as well. I don't know, because half the teams were all over the place. You know, people having problems on the second lap, then a safety, and a very, very early safety car, and then all of a sudden, it's just that's it, you know. That's race over for people. Ricardo crashing hit us, then crashing into Massa, causing a big train reaction. Then we get positions. The best part is we finished P2, and I'll take that happily. But amazing stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And again, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.